Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. First down, 10 yards to go. Throwing Joseph. Fires on the move. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll need a bunch on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Rush right in his face. Complete to the right. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have one left. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw on first. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Again, it's Joseph. Oh, pressure's coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows?
Going for it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Snagged in the middle, it's Lions. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on that second down.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Got some green grass. Still on his feet at the 25. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Minnesota taking on the number 13 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. These injuries could play a big factor, Holly. What have you got on those?
I caught up with the Utes head coach coming out of the locker room. Guys, the coach told me their running back will not return to this game. I could see that he has suffered some type of upper body injury. He tested it out several times here on the sideline, but ball security could be an issue. He is definitely out to start this second half. Guys?
All right, Holly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the wing, and he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Starting in 1971, the Beehive Boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself, estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, David. And this game's been referred to the holy war between BYU and Utah, but this game almost feels like an NFL matchup because of the size and the physicality these two teams play with.
And Jesse, that's a great breakdown, and I agree with the NFL talent and all that stuff, but let's get back to the boot. 100-year-old boot. Like, that's what the prize is. How bad do you think that thing smells?
The Utes will line up to punt it away. The punt is headed out of bounds, and they couldn't be happier about that, given the danger of that return guy.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Oh, he's got some speed.
It's going to be interesting to watch this defense because obviously when they're trailing and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time and try to get their offense the football back?
Right back to the well.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Buys time to his left. Out on the left, it's Phillips. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And how about this drive? Like this offense, just the composure, backed up inside your own 10, a little bit nervous to start, and then you come out, put some plays together, put an explosive play on the play right there, and now set up to go from all the way inside your 10 and possibly get a touchdown.
At first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Now it's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 30.
Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Ready. Go!
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive.
Touchdown, BYU! And the stomping has commenced. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
is offensively. That's why they're lighting up the scoreboard.
Yeah, and the Cougars always dominate the line of scrimmage. You can always count on that. But listen, in this matchup with Utah, you usually don't see Utah get dominated up front. BYU bringing that physicality.
Trying to get the corner. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it.
Makes the grab and room to run. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Joseph. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Turning it on. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably I'm going to need these runs. I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football. And we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand.
Snaps it, and he's open. They finally get to him the right way there to pick up the 1st down. Timeout called by Byu Cfb. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have one left. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. So use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Miles is way ahead. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This BYU offense settles for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock decided this quarterback will take a knee. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Coming out with the victory in the